is very typical in synagogues all over the world for great chazanim, great cantors, to chant the Col Nidre, and there are people who will travel just to hear a great chant of the Col Nidre. The problem with hearing a chant of the Col Nidre is that it tends to make spectators out of Jews. And this is not a spectator night. This is a night when we are together trying to find something inside our souls, whatever it is, however you express it, that will enrich the year to come. And so our tradition is that we together chant the Col Nidre. We chant it together. It's chanted 3 times, the first time quietly, the second time a bit more loud, and the third time, if possible, we want this room to shake with the power of our communal Col Nidre. And I'm always happy to tell you that according to Jewish tradition, the Chazan, or the Shaliach Tzibur, is not permitted to recite the Col Nidre for himself. One cannot say the Col Nidre for oneself. And therefore, when I hear the sound coming back, and Josh again will honor us by playing the Col Nidre with me, when Josh and I hear the sound coming down from you, that washes over us with incredible love and power, understand that you are doing us a mitzvah, and that you are enabling Josh and me to fulfill our hearing of the Col Nidre through your chant. The Col Nidre is an Aramaic prayer. It refers to all the vows that people may have made, which they made in error. And it asks God to annul those vows. For us, this becomes a symbolic statement that if there was anything we did in the year that has just ended, and now we are in the first 10 days of the new year, if there's something we wish we could annul, the Col Nidre is our annulling of that. And the genius of the Jewish tradition is that every single year, in the first 10 days of the year, the slate is wiped clean. And whatever mistakes were made, and whatever pains were made, they're gone. And we start fresh and new together. And of course, it is my hope that every one of us enjoys a clean, healthy, joyous, wonderful new year. The Torah during the first chanting of Col Nidre, I call upon Arthur Eckenthal. Thank you very much. Page 24 is the Col Nidre. After the introduction, we do chant it 3 times. At the end of each chant, Penny will read the paragraph that begins, "Forgive, I beseech thee," and the congregation responds with the line, "And the Lord said." The Col Nidre. Shiva Shamala Shiva Shamata Al Dad HaMakom V'al Dad HaKahal Anu matiri lihitpael im habaryanim.
People, according to the greatness of thy love, even as thou hast borne with this people from Egypt until now.
And the Lord said, I have pardoned according to thy word. For the second chanting of Col Nidre, I call upon Al Shail. Kol Nidre v'yesarei b'charamei b'koramei b'chinuyei b'kinusei u'shevut de'in darana Charimna v'diasarna amachatana miyom kippurim zeh aleinu letova. Kol ichadat navahon kol yehon sharan shevikin betelin umutalin lasheririn verakayamin nidrana la nidre v'yesarana la esare Shevuatana la Shavut.
Forgive, I beseech thee, the iniquity of this people according to the greatness of thy love, even as thou hast borne with this people from Egypt until now.
The Lord said, I have pardoned according to thy word. And for the third chanting of Col Nidre, Jerry Kranz. Col Nidre v'esare v'charame v'koname v'chinuye v'kinuseu shevut de'indarana Urishtvana, Uriacharimna, Vediasana, Shatana, Yom Kippurim, Ze'ad Yom Kippurim. La
I beseech thee, the iniquity of this people according to the greatness of thy love, even as thou hast borne with this people from Egypt until now.
And the Lord said,
I have followed according to thy word.
Slach na labon ha'am hazeh kegodel chasdecha v'chasher nasata la'am hazeh mimitzrayim v'yadhena v'yomer Adonai salachti kidbarecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Amen. Page 3 in English together. Praise ye the Lord, to whom all praise is due. Praise be the Lord, to whom all praise is due forever and ever. Barechu et Adonai hamivorach hamivorach Baruch Adonai hamivorach hamivorach leolam oed. The Shema in English together. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Praise be his name, whose glorious kingdom is forever and ever. The Shema in the Yom Kippur melody. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Oed. Please be seated. The V'yahavta in English together, page 3. And thou shalt love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command thee on this day shall be upon thy heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. And thou shalt speak of them when thou sittest in thy house, when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be for frontlets between thine eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thy house and upon thy gates, that ye may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Half Kaddish on page 12. Shemei Rabban V'yamati b'shiruti v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'yomechon u'v'chayechon beit Yisrael B'agala u'v'zman v'chumam v'yidnaseh. V'yitadar v'yilevilo al Shem Yekudisha. Krichu li'ela u'li'ela min kol mechata v'shirata. Tush v'chata v'nehemata. Damiran, Damiran, B'Allah, Amen. We turn back to page 5 and rise for the Avot. Adonai sefatai tiftachu fi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open my lips, and my mouth shall declare thy praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elokei Abraham v'Sarah Elokei Yitzchak v'Rivka v'Elokei Yaakov v'Rachel v'Leah Ha'el Hagadol Ha'gibur v'Hara El Elyon Gomel Chazadim Tovim V'Koneh HaKol V'Zocher Chazdei Avot V'Imot U'Mevi Gula Livnei B'neihem L'man Shemo V'Yahava Zachrenu L'Chaim Melech HaChetz V'Chaim V'Chadenu B'Sefer HaChayim L'Ma'ancha Elohim Chayim Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham v'Sarah. Amen. Remember us unto life, O King, who delightest in life, and inscribe us in the book of life for thy sake, O God of life. Ruler, helper, redeemer, and shield. Blessed art thou, Adonai, shield of Abraham and Sarah. O thou who dealest graciously with all thy children, give us the grace to show forbearance unto those who offend against us. When the wrongs and injustices of others sadden our hearts, may we seek shelter in the knowledge of thy truth and find joy in the fulfillment of thy will. May no trial, however severe, embitter our souls. And may we find strength to meet adversity with quiet courage. Weeping may tarry for the night, but joy cometh in the morning. We read together. Help us to understand that injustice and hate will not forever afflict our world, that righteousness and mercy will triumph in the end. Thou art holy, thy name is holy, and thy worshippers proclaim thy holiness. Blessed art thou, Adonai, ruler in all. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Amen. Page 25. One of the most important moments of any Yom Kippur servants is the Aytz and the Ashamnu. It is our communal recognition of any of the failings, to be attentive and aware and sensitive to other people's feelings in the year gone by. It is in the first person plural because we all take responsibility for the character and nature of our community as a whole. And although there is virtually no human being for whom everything here applies, at the same time, it is an expression of our hope of what our world can become if all of us are as careful and considerate and honest and loving as we can possibly be. Ken, would you come join me? Ken will lead in the formal prayer that is on page 25. I will respond with an al-Chet that has been given to this community by members of the Chavurot and those of you who are attending our holiday services with us. They're an attempt to be as concrete as possible with what is otherwise a most general, generic statement of the al-Chet. Please join with Ken.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee under stress or through choice.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by not hearing the needs of others.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee openly or in secret.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by being jealous of a friend or relative's good fortune.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee in stubbornness or in error.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by choosing to give less than enough tzedakah while spending frivolously on things we don't really need.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee in the evil meditations of the heart.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by not picking up the phone when we see a family member's number come up on our caller ID.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by word of mouth.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by being afraid to express our real feelings in a positive way.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by abuse of power.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by trying to have our children live the life we want for them rather than the life they wish for themselves.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by the profanation of thy name.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by choosing to watch television or to be on the internet instead of working or studying.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by disrespect for parents and teachers.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by failing to include our parents in family occasions.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by exploiting and dealing treacherously with our neighbor.
For the sin which we have sinned against thee by lying about the age of a child to get a reduced price on a ticket.
For all these sins, O God of forgiveness, bear with us, pardon us, forgive us.
For all these sins, O God of forgiveness, bear with us, pardon us, forgive us. Alphabetical order, the list of the Ashamnu.
We have trespassed.
Ashamnu.
We have dealt treacherously.
Baganu.
We have robbed.
Gazanu.
We have spoken slander.
Divarnu.
We have acted perversely. And we have wrought wickedness. We have been presumptuous. We have done violence. We have framed lies. We have counseled evil. And we have spoken falsely. We have scoffed. We have revolted. We have provoked. We have rebelled. We have committed and stiff-necked. We have done wickedly. We have corrupted. We have committed abominations. We have gone astray. We have led others astray.
So it is on Col Nidre Eve. Our thoughts are with anyone whom any of us knows who is facing illness of any kind. And whenever you hear someone wish someone a good Lishana Tova, it's always, first and foremost, may you have a year of health. And so it would be impossible for us to share Kol Nidre E together without thinking for a moment of those who we hope this year has health. And again, it's not because, at least it's not because I ever believe there is a God in heaven who listens to a prayer and says, oh, because somebody prayed for somebody else, now I will take care of that individual. I believe in the Jewish tradition's wisdom that says the world always follows its natural order. And what we hope we find is human beings with the exquisite wisdom, knowledge, and skill, together with extraordinary souls, that they devote their lives to human healing. And there are people in this room who have been the beneficiary of extraordinary doctors, nurses, and everyone in the medical profession. And there are many of us who are alive today because of the care we have received at the hands of those who do God's work in the medical profession. The Jewish tradition encourages us always to seek human help for disease and illness. And the prayer is an expression of our hope that individuals will indeed find refuah shalema, complete healing of both body and soul. As always, I begin first with the traditional Misha Berach, and then the melody of Debbie Friedman. Misha Berach Avotenu, Avraham v'Sarah, Yitzchak v'Rivka, Yaakov v'Rachel v'Leah, Moshe v'Aaron u'Miriam, David u'Shlomo v'Ruth, u'Yivarech v'Irapei, Kol hacholim bivnei Adam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yamalei Rachamim Aleihem, V'yishlach lahem b'mheira refuah shlema, refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, V'zman kariv v'nomar, Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob, Rachel and Leah, Moses, Aaron, Miriam, David, Solomon, and Ruth. Our thoughts on this Kol Nidre and Shabbat Eve are with all those who are ill and in need of healing, and with their loved ones who share in their pain. May those who care for all our beloved be filled with a divine sense of purpose, and may they restore complete healing of body and soul to all the stricken among us. And together we all say, Amen. Adonai is my shepherd, I shall not want. Adonai maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Adonai leadeth me beside the still waters. Adonai restoreth my soul. Adonai guides me in straight paths for Adonai's name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou hast anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Adonai forever. We say together at the bottom of the page, may the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable unto thee, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. Amen. Yehu leratzon, imrei fi, ve'gion libi lefanecha, Adonai tzuri ve'goli, Adonai tzuri ve'goli. Page 10. To open the ark for Avinu Malkeinu, I call upon Lisa Siebert and Yvette Kahn. And one more time we rise. Thank you, ladies. Responsively in English, and then we'll do the chant of Avinu Malkeinu. Join with Ken in the English and with me in the Hebrew.
Our Father, our King, we have sinned before thee.
Avinu Malkeinu, chatanu lefanecha.
Our Father, our King, inscribe us for blessing in the book of life.
Avinu Malkeinu, kadveinu b'sefer Chayim tovim.
Our Father, our King, grant us a year of happiness.
Avinu Malkeinu, Kaddish aleinu shana tova.
Our Father, our King, bestow upon us an abundance of thy blessings.
Avinu Malkeinu, kadveinu b'sefer parnas adachalkala.
Our Father, our King, have mercy upon us and upon our children.
Avinu Malkeinu, chabol aleinu, v'yalol aleinu, v'tapenu.
Our Father, our King, keep far from our country pestilence, war, and famine.
Avinu Malkeinu, kalei deber v'cherev v'ra'av me'aleinu.
Our Father, our King, cause every oppressor and reviler of men to vanish from our midst.
Avinu Malkeinu, stom piot mastinenu umikadrigenu.
Our Father, our King, cause us to return unto thee in perfect repentance.
Avinu Malkeinu, achazirenu b'tshuva shlema lefanecha.
Our Father, our King, forgive and pardon all our iniquities.
Avinu Malkeinu, slach u'mecha lechol avonotenu.
Our Father, our King, may this hour reveal to us thy mercy and thy favor.
Avinu Malkeinu, yesh hazod shel rachamim v'yiratzon milfanecha.
Our Father, our King, be merciful and answer us. Though we plead no merit, deal with us according to thy loving kindness, and
Our Father, our King, be merciful and answer us, though we plead no merit. Deal with us according to thy loving kindness, and help us. Avinu Malkeinu, Vaneinu, Vaneinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Vaneinu, Vaneinu, Ki ein manu masim. Asei manu, tzedaka v'chesed. Asei manu, tzedaka v'chesed, le'hoshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, Vaneinu, Vaneinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Vaneinu, Vaneinu, Ki ein manu masim. Page 11, the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach lanu nakom, l'cheinu l'yosef reishit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot, velo samanu kinishbecho ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol ha'olam, v'ananu korim u'mishtachavim u'rodim lifnei melech malchei hamlakim hakadosh baruch hu. To close the ark, I call upon Rotem Nativ and Richard Plepler. Please be seated. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yehyeh Adonai echad u'shemo Page 12. And so the final act of memory for those who are no longer with us is always the Kaddish. So on Col Nidre Eve, I would ask anyone reciting the mourner's Kaddish to rise and join with me. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. V'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael. B'hagalav azman kari v'yemru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah v'rach le'olam olamei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Li'ela u'li'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Damiran b'yamav yimru. Amen. Yehi shlam araba min Shema v'chayim. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Please be seated. The fast, the Yom Kippur fast. You know, by the way, the fast is symbolized by not having food or drink. If there's any reason for health that you need to eat or drink, you are not violating the holiday if you do eat or drink. The question is, what do you eat or drink? You don't eat cake, but you can have an apple. And the fast does not only apply to food, it applies to everything of this world. For one day we are to step out of the world and not worry about all the events and excitement of day-to-day life. This is a day when we don't worry about DVRs and televisions and newspapers. We only worry about who we are as people and what we want to be. And as far as the fast itself is concerned, there is no ritual in the Jewish tradition which has become more symbolic of what Jews do. It is a symbolic statement of kindness. The tradition quotes the prophet Hosea, "It is kindness I desire and not sacrifice." Kindness involves participating in the food drive and feeling what it is for one day not to have the kind of meals we normally have and take for granted all the time. The tradition also says in the Talmud, Sanhedrin, it is good to give charity in the amount of money you would have spent to buy food on one day's worth of Yom Kippur, so that one of the challenges is to ask ourselves, how much would we have spent on food during Yom Kippur? And that becomes part of our tzedakah. In any case, it is a way of being in empathy with those who do not have. Not only food, as Susan says, but all the things that make our life so comfortable and make us the luckiest human beings on the face of the earth. And with that said, we conclude our service with the traditional blessing of children, followed by the priestly blessing on page 7. So I wish you would rise, and I wish children would stand with their parents and grandparents. This is the only service, by the way, that does not end, but simply takes a break until the morning. So we end our service with a blessing of children, and then we will continue tomorrow at 10 a.m. May it be the will of our God and the God of our fathers that your heart be filled with the love of Torah and the longing to fulfill the commandments. May your mouth speak truth and wisdom, and may your heart meditate reverence. May your hands be engaged in the performance of good deeds, and may your feet run to do acts of kindness for your fellow man. May you always feel the pain of those in need, and may you always strive for a world of justice and peace. May Adonai grant you a livelihood that is legitimate, peaceful, and abundant, that it come from his bountiful hand and not at the expense of others. An occupation which should allow you leisure to serve God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. May God grant you righteous sons and daughters who shall be engaged in the study of Torah and in the performance of commandments all their lives. And may you be inscribed and sealed in the book of life among all the righteous of Israel. And we all say, Amen. Page 7. Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May the Lord let his countenance shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha, yasem lecha shalom. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen. Shabbat shalom, l'shana tova. Have an easy fast. We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Watch all of Shalom TV's Services for the Jewish High Holidays, a presentation of Jewish education in media, made possible by and may you be written and sealed in the Book of Life in the new year.
We would be pleased to send a complimentary DVD of this program to anyone who wishes to support Shalom TV with a tax-deductible gift of $36, double chai or more, to the nonprofit organization Jewish Education in Media. Simply visit the Shalom TV website homepage and click on the Donate button to make a donation by PayPal or your credit card. And please indicate the program for which you would like a DVD. Or you can send your tax-deductible check made out to GEM, Post Office Box 180, Riverdale Station, Bronx, New York, 10471. And again, please remember to indicate which program you would like to receive on DVD with our compliments. And we thank you for your kind support.